What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nate, and welcome to another video. And today we are going to be talking about one of, if not my most anticipated games of the year. Now, what we're not going to do is talk about drama that has to do with this game. You already know what I'm referring to. I made an entire video on that drama in itself and why I think it's fucking stupid. So today we're just going to get hyped because Ghost of Yōtei had a goddamn state of play. And I still don't know if it's Yōtei or Yōtei. I think it's Yōtei. Sucker Punch's newest release coming to us this year on October 2nd had about a 20-minute gameplay presentation where a lot of things were showcased. Now I'm going to be playing it obviously in the background of this video like I do with all of these types of videos, but I'm going to kind of be jumping around in it with the things I'm saying, so it's not going to really reflect the gameplay that's going on in the back. So one of the first things that pops out to me right away with this state of play is just how great the game looks, but also how there's a lot of hiccups in FPS at different points. And that could just be the state of play, right? This is a rendered video a couple times that's posted on YouTube, but there are some hiccups here and there, and I hope those get worked out because otherwise this game looks goddamn beautiful. There are genuine parts in this state of play gameplay showcase where my jaw dropped because they look like movie scenes, and the first game, Ghost of Tsushima, did the same thing, especially with the director's cut, so I'm not too surprised here. I'm just so happy that the game looks just as good, if not better, in terms of the graphics and the overall environment. Some of the colors here, I already felt in the first few trailers that the colors for this game were going to be better, but man, some of these yellows are insane. Now, some people I've seen online that in terms of the graphics and in terms of the combat, this game looks a little too samey to the first, and honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think the combat in the first game is probably one of my top 3 or 4 favorite combats in a video game. And Sucker Punch has always, in my opinion, done really good things with their combat systems. And with that, I think that the new weapons that they showcased too are just awesome. There seems to be a lot of customization in this game, and honestly, I felt through this state of play that there was a very big focus on playing this game the way that you want to. And the first game had those elements for sure, but in terms of the weaponry, in terms of what looks to be the openness of this game, especially with some of the allies later on, I think that's a huge plus. Ghost of Yōtei continues to just impress the hell out of me with that. I think it's such a good way to advance the combat system but not completely change it, because my biggest fear when this game was announced was that either the gameplay would literally just be copy and pasted with a new protagonist and a new time period, and they wouldn't really add too much. But with the different weaponry here and with the different enemy kind of combativeness with the AI, looks to be really solid. I really don't remember if in the first game the enemies changed weapons to kind of like disarm you and do different things like that. I really don't remember. It's been a couple years since I've played the first game, and I'm definitely probably going to play it before this game comes out. So that just might be a me thing and not remembering, but I don't really remember the AI being that good, at least in that regard. The other thing that I absolutely loved with this combat system. Sorry, my brain is fucking dying today, man. I don't know. I'm doing a lot right now. I got a lot of chores. I got a cake in the oven. Okay, bro. I'm sorry. But something I also really enjoyed and what caught my attention really quickly was the card system. It gave me a little bit, just like a tiny bit, maybe 2 steps down from the Nemesis system that we all know and wish was available for use. Is it Warner Brothers that has that fucking copyright? I don't even know. The Nemesis system was something that we were going to see in the Wonder Woman game that got canceled and that we haven't seen since the Shadow of Mordor and the Shadow of War games. But it seems like what you do with enemies in this game, at least with the bigger bosses or different enemy types, seems to kind of change the world with you. And there seems to be this your choice matters element to this game. And I've talked about that in a ton of videos before, how that can really make or break a game for me personally. If there's a big promise for your choices actually having an impact and then it really doesn't at the end of the day. But it also seems like the world with this game just evolves with you. The stronger you get in the game, the more you'll be able to do in terms of what's available to you. And I really like that. Something else I really like is the new camp system that they showed. It essentially, you're going to have almost like this mini army, it looks like, be able to kind of travel around with you or visit your camp site instead of you trying to go to them all the time. They didn't dive too much into it, but it looks really cool. And it's something that I think is a really good quality of life change from the first game. You don't have to always go to a town. You're able to just kind of set up camp and they'll come to you. Again, I'm going to be glazing this game for this entire video. So something else that I really enjoyed, the music. I am a huge audio person and a huge music person. I fucking love audio. Audio is such an insane portion of game and media development. And again, just like with the first game, this music looks fucking amazing. I don't remember the name of the mode. I think it's like the Watasabe mode or something like that. It's essentially like a lo-fi mode for the surrounding environments. And the second that playlist drops on YouTube or on Spotify or on Apple Music or on fucking SoundCloud, it's being added immediately to my rotation. I'm a huge lo-fi guy just in terms of work and everything, and man, it looks so good. And by looks, I mean sounds. Obviously, dumbass, because it's music. I'm so stupid. To kind of go back to with the customization elements, I think that the outfits in this game have the potential to be better than the ones in the first game. All of the masks here look really cool, and there seems to be some sort of, maybe it's a pickup element, or maybe it's when you defeat an enemy, you just fucking take the mask right off their face, but there seems to be some sort of element there. And man, just clicking through this showcase, some of these environments are just so crazy looking. The wind looks more advanced than it did in the first game, which is already crazy. I mean, it's releasing with the photo mode, and then it's the black and white mode. I'm not too sure the name of it. I think it's Kurosawa mode. That mode is making a comeback, and it looks like there's going to be more immersion elements to it, which is so cool. That's not something that I would personally play the game in a first run. Like, that's just not something that I would do. But a mode that I would use on a first playthrough, I think you pronounce it, it's either Mike or I don't know, my dumbass wants to say Mike mode. But it's essentially a super gory, bloody, muddy mode, and it takes after 13 Assassins director Takashi, I think it's Miike, I don't know, but it basically moves the camera closer into you, and it just enhances the blood and the mud, and I love it. I just absolutely love it. This is why I'm not a gameplay channel, because I can play the game however I want and not have to worry about being demonetized. I'm excited to kind of switch back and forth between the English audio and the Japanese audio. I actually played Ghost of Tsushima for the first time with the Japanese voice acting and then just kept the subtitles on. I fucking grew up watching anime, okay? I'm a goddamn nerd, so that's how I'm probably gonna play this game too. And then the last thing they showed was a special edition PS5 console with a special edition DualSense controller. I don't know, I don't think it's been confirmed yet as of right now if the controller will be sold separately or not. I mean, if it is, that would be amazing. It does say console bundle and accessories, so maybe it will be, but I really like both of them. I actually really like the black on white one. I think that one looks so cool. I'm surprised that it's the base PS5 though, and not the Pro. At least it doesn't look like the Pro. Maybe it is, dude. I don't fucking do my research. I don't know. But that is pretty much it. How could I forget? I literally was about to forget one of the biggest fucking parts of the showcase, man. Dude, I should not even be making videos. So something that caught me off guard and a lot of other people, it seems like, is there's this really quick portion in the state of play. I think it's kind of near the beginning where it's kind of going over the story of the main character, how she loses her family to the Yōtei 6, but you're going to be able to replay the memories of different events from, it looks like, her childhood. And it says that you'll be able to switch from current Atsu to past Atsu with a click of the button, and it's something we see right away. And man, it is so cool. I love when games just fucking change how you go in different time periods. I think this is great. I think one of my own personal gripes with the first game is the fact that we really don't get to play as young Jin all too often. Now, obviously, this kind of seems like a narrative device. I don't think we'll be able to just click the button whenever we want to switch time periods. Now, that would be sick if that's something they add for like a new game plus, where you could just play the whole game as younger versions of everybody, but that's asking for way too much. And I think this is cool. I think this is a good step in the right direction in terms of using the PlayStation 5 to its ability. I mean, mine's been sitting in the corner collecting dust for months, so I think this is great. Obviously, this game will probably come to PC eventually with some Director's Edition like the first game did, maybe when we get to the PlayStation 6, because isn't it crazy, guys? We are literally almost to the next gen of consoles already. I feel like this generation has been kind of solid, but I still don't have a Venom game, and we're close to the fucking PlayStation 6. That pisses me off, man. Where's Wolverine? Like, where are these other games? But that's not the point of this video. Ghost of Yōtei continues to just look so good, man. I cannot wait for this game. And if you're someone who's sitting there and you're like, this game's gonna be woke and stupid and I'm not gonna play it, I'm sorry, you're probably gonna miss out, because I think this game looks really good. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you thought of the state of play, if you're still a little reserved about this game, or if you're really excited. I trust Sucker Punch because they haven't led me wrong recently. Hell, I even liked Infamous Second Son. I don't even know if they made that game. I'm just throwing it out there. That's my hot take. I like that game. But yeah, I'm excited to see how people feel about this game. I really just don't want to be yelled at again in the comment section. But you know what? No matter what I do, that happens. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said earlier, I got to go finish up this cake for my honey, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Take care. I usually say peace out, dude. What am I doing? Am I changing? Oh, whatever. Peace out, guys.